What is going on, my people? Welcome back to the channel for another album review. I'm your boy Nassim the Dream, and listen, if you're new to the channel, I'm gonna need you to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell as well to always get notified on my newest content. Today, I will be reviewing the third studio record from Peso Pluma, Genesis. Hassan Emilio Cavande Laija, born out of Guadalajara, Mexico, is a 24-year-old Mexican rapper, singer, musician coming to the Latin genre with a different take of corrido and regional de Mexicana. Peso has been taking the genre by storm, already receiving 5 platinum certifications with his duet with Luis Conriquez with the track Siempre Pendientes, which this track quickly turned heads with. Yes, it's sonic appeal, but with also this huge controversy of Peso also speaking about what appears to be involvement in drug trafficking. And I understand the issue, but with music nowadays, I feel like this is hardly anything new when it comes to numerous occasions still occurring a lyricism that remarking violence and sometimes glory in it. It's just kind of oversaturated at this point. And the record does hold numerous notions based off this lifestyle along with numerous other things, but this is mostly reflecting off of the type of origin story of Peso Pluma, especially when referring to the album title Genesis. This isn't necessarily something that you hear commonly in the regional Mexican genre, so it could be definitely jarring to the Hispanic community, especially to the OGs back in the motherland. I personally feel that Peso definitely brings in some refreshments to the genre, including with some wonderful collaborations with contemporary reggaeton artists and pop artists such as Becky G and Bizarrap. And as far as contributions go, there's being plenty put on the table from Peso. But now with this studio record and shaking the world, the question is, does it really reach the true satisfaction of NTD's level? Answer is, more or less. I would mostly come out and say that this record isn't really much of a letdown to me personally, though I didn't really come into this album expecting much either. This was an album that was really gonna help me discover much of my interest that I really truly had for Peso, as well as the capabilities of his music writing. There's plenty of richness coming from the instrumentation off of this record, already coming with quite pleasing early on with features that bring in really great chemistry to Peso. However, on the track 77, Puerto Rican rapper Eladu Carrion makes a feature on this, which he has a decent performance on here. But there is obviously a bit of struggle that is present on this track of creating some seamless synchronization to make this track blossom. There are more moments into the record that involve more movement and introduce instrumentally, creating a wider dynamic along with a brighter, more demanding attention to the sequence. But there really is some obvious repetition going on with the song structures so far. Most of the intros really do sound identical and uniform to each other, as well as the way these songs really end and melodically how they're written. But by the time we reach track 6, this is where we're going to start to beginning to display some more versatile instrumentation from Peso, along with more firepower on the back end, such as with features Tito Double P, Los Tarrias, Tercierre, and Grupo Frontera. Probably the biggest highlight instrumental wise come from the bass plugs on VVS. They are the most distinctive at this point in the record by far. I also feel like this song also displays very wonderfully played guitar and horn sections as well. And when you mainly analyze the midpoint of the record, this in my opinion is the peak of the entire play. But really continuing on, I really struggle with straying away from the poor attempts to entice the audience with a new and fresh approach when rewarded with a new track. The record mostly reflects a constant flow of energy that just refuses or simply just can't find a way to spark a new flame. It damn near feels like they are just constantly playing the same song but giving them different titles. Getting to the end of the record, we start to traditionally enter some more ballad type vibes with inclusions starting with NUEVA VIDA that has more of a blues vibe with some minor melodics, which this moment in the song doesn't really last much at all. It pretty much just gets tossed out the window with the idea and it's just quickly deflated. I'm really scratching my head at this point, really wondering why am I not that enthralled and impressed with what's going on with Peso Pluma, especially with early on with some features from Peso. I was impressed. And then I start to notice why, especially when getting to the track with Grupo Frontera on there. There is exceptional chemistry with Peso and Grupo Frontera. Just the way they carry the track, there's almost really nothing else to really need to analyze. This is really enough to really get the song to really vibe with you and just really feel the quality really coming through your speakers. The truth is, they really needed to be more competent with Peso and his vocal performance, and honestly, they're just not enough for me here. In some instances, I really am vibing with the song, but on plenty of others, the display of this struggle to steal the spotlight is reckoning with these songs. It really is the main cause of my focus to the instrumentation and the reason why I think that the creativity is just so poor. I feel the main appeal doesn't really come from the singer that much. It mostly comes from the person of origin, with the addition of Banda being put on the map and being more popular by Peso Pluma. In my opinion, if you can't find a way to adjust with the nasally raspy vocal delivery from Peso, I don't see you enjoying this album much. However, there is rich taste to really be observed in the production side of things and just the entire sonic beauty that is presented on here. So it's not a complete dud, and it is a bit of a disappointing record for a third studio record, but there's some points that can really be tallied on here. I'm gonna give Peso Pluma's Genesis a 53%. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed, go on to like, share, and comment down below of what you thought of this record. Do not forget to check out my separate tracklist ratings for the album down in the description, more videos, and also links on my social media accounts so you can keep on me on the daily, and I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Deuces.